Okay, I'm going to try and get through this in about 7 minutes. I'll not take up too much of your time. I'm going to show you how to do spec sheets, and how to reduce your downtime through a lot of maintenance activities. This is just one example of how to reduce downtime. It's one that I find after traveling plants all across the U.S. That is sort of neglected, and it's a very useful tool. So let me go ahead and find my list here. Okay, first thing you want to do is make a list of every machine in your plant. Here's all your machines. These are just examples I'm using. I actually had other machines in there. I changed them to be more generalized. You're going to have gauges on there, your ranges. These will be your primary gauges, the most important gauge on the machine. Example, there's a shear machine, so this would be like your hydraulic pressure. Your airlines coming in and going out. What's the hydraulic tank? Let's see. So whatever your manufacturer recommendations are for your airline pressure, you have like a facility air compressor. Your air pressure is about 150 psi or less, maybe 100, 120 around there. And then, say example, your press machine requires 90 to 150 psi. So your airline regulator, you have to filter that down on the back of the machine, will be set to that. And then you want to mark out your parameters on your gauges and so forth. Water lines, 20 to 30 psi, 7 psi inlet. These are just examples. Obviously, they don't even match up because your press machines will probably all be the same. Saw machines the same too. Got one. Let's see. Cooling tower, 120 gallons per minute, so on. Your power, what your power requirements are. That's very important for lockout, tagout. I'll put a presentation on here probably sometime in the future on lockout, tagout, more specific, because that one is a biggie. I'm sure it is everywhere. In California, it's pretty bad. So on your checklist, you're going to have your airlines, what your facility compressor reduction by the airline regulators are, recommended settings. I'll go in more detail about that on your spec sheet here pretty soon. Water lines, machine requirements and capacities. You have your specs, which is your machine specification, spare parts list, minimize downtime, ensures you have the correct part. A good example here is like cylinders. If you have the wrong cylinder on there on your machine, you replace it with the wrong one, you can cause damage if it hits too hard, or have poor quality or poor parts if it's not hard enough. So on. Safety evaluation, job hazard analysis, PPE required for the station, health hazards, hearing, respiratory. It's a biggie for California. Hearing, respiratory are the big ones that stand out the most. Let me see what we have on here. Standard work, standard reference, flowchart, specs. This is actually on your engineering one more than it is quality and engineering both, though, when it comes to having the correct parts. Get this back over there. All right, let me go ahead and bring up the spec sheet. So here's your airline coming in, the inlet. You have your airline regulator, you have your filters, oil filters, so on, air dryers too. This I used as an example is a micro air dust collector. These are very easy to make. As you can see, I used Excel. I'll give you a quick example of how I made it. Let me pull it up. See, I've already have it on the exploded view. Let me go back and show you how I got to it. Keep going. So you type in the name of the machine, say in Google. Go on the internet, type it in. And you find it. Here it is. Micro air dust collectors, micro air, the manufacturer of the machine. It can be like a Dual Saw C3300, whatever your KRB shear machine, whatever the machine is. Type it in. Or if you already know what your manufacturer, vendor information, type it in, go right to it. And then you go over here, machine product specifications, which I already did. Make sure it's the right one. Ours is RP4. Where do we go? We go forward. So RP4, bring it up. There we go. Owner's manual. And that's where I was at. The owner's manual, I had that one picture. It shows the exploded view. Exploded view is very important. It's a lot of details in one little picture. Shows you the assembly, shows you the parts, and it's a picture. It's not words. It's easy to find. Where was it? Turn that off. Let me find my exploded view. I know it's in here somewhere. I'm going to just show you how you can quickly take it right out of the manual. And what you're doing, there it goes. So, and you also have your part numbers down here, your exploded view here. But again, you want to apply it to your manufacturing facility, practical application for you. So you bring it up like this on your screen. You hit print screen on your computer keyboard. I already have Paint open. Like Paint, oh, see, I already did it. But here's good. Then just hit paste. As you can see, I already did it on there. Then you can bring it up here, crop it. You can take out these lines or what, erase them. Just a quick example. So it's going to take time, but you build it, and in the end, it'll be very beneficial. Get back over here. Then you import the picture on your little template here in Excel. As you can see, I did all these little pictures I imported. I did my own little numbering to the parts. These are mainly just examples I need to fix a little bit better. You do your template here, use your company logo, whatever your branding policy is, whatever your colors are. This is a typical gray bar outline like you see in parts catalogs. Whatever your company colors are, then go ahead and make it those colors. Branding is very important on all your documentation. It helps build pride, teamwork. You should look branding up on the internet and you'll see what I'm talking about. So anyway, you have a big title of your machine here. This is just one little item off of that checklist of yours. Pull it up. You're going to have basically an overview of the machine, what it looks like. That helps automatically find the document you're looking for too as well. Your inlet pressure, what the recommended pressure setting is on your airline regulator. And you're going to have your gauge marked out as well, which is very popular in manufacturing now. Your cartridge filter pressure, let you know when it's clogged, when they need to be changed out. That's very important for air pollution control, which I'll show you another document and relates to that too. So just kind of look at it overall. You have your exploded view, you have your parts, your part number, your stock, how many you need in stock, your lead times, contact information, who the manufacturer is, website, phone number, so on. What tools are required? You need a 1/2 inch or 5/8 inch, both. Wrench with a Phillips screwdriver, maybe a number 7 Allen wrench. These are just examples. Without volunteering too much information, I kind of change these around a bit. So you come up with your own template if you want. Like I said, I use Excel. It helps a lot. Yeah. Phone keeps going off. Particular flow diagrams. Then you can also make this as well. In California, we have San Joaquin Valley Air Pollution Control District, who regulates our air pollution control. This is one of the dust collectors we use. Again, you put your company logo on it. You show where your particulate dust comes in, the clean air goes out, what type of filters you use, what your pressure gauge is, or your max pressure gauge, pressure or water level, and it shows how clogged they are, and also with your pulse timer, the pulse cleaning. And definitely, like with air pollution control, you have to have spare cartridge filters on hand to pass your audits. So again, here's just another example. Again, this was done in Excel. Make your header, put your logo on it, your permit number. That's important. And all your other information on here, whoever signs off on it, so everybody approved it. Whenever you do something, you always do it in teams. You always involve every department. It's maintenance, quality, production, engineering, which is like above maintenance, and quality sometimes in some work environments. I believe that is it. I don't know if I hit my 7-minute mark, but you get the idea. There you go. Alright, I hope it helps you. Like I said, it does reduce your downtime. As far as looking for parts, I'm at 9.5 minutes. Alright.